Welcome, Capricorn, to the Temple of Consciousness. Please come in. My name is Ava. I'm going to be your oracle for the month of May 2024. This is a reading relevant to you. If your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Capricorn. So I want to say thank you very much for coming to the reading. For those of you who are my old subscribers, you might be shocked that I'm back. I'm shocked that I'm back. I thought that I could change course and do something different. After 8 years of doing these readings, I thought that it might have gotten a little stale for you. And so I decided to try something else. I wanted to go in the direction of health and wellness. But all my plans failed. I was going to partner with someone who had a lot of knowledge and credentials within the field of holistic medicine, and I thought that this collaboration would be interesting for me and for everyone else. But that fell through. And so I decided, well, the universe, God, must want me to come back. And believe me, I missed these readings with all my heart and soul. So I'm very glad to be back. And the only difference in these readings, as I've been doing them for 8 years on YouTube, is that I'm going to include what I believe to be a major astrological aspect that might be influencing the goings-on of each particular month. So, that said, this month, I think the most important and most relevant thing that's going on astrologically for you, Capricorn, is the solar eclipse, which occurred in April, but which is such a powerful cosmic event that, for instance, there was a similar solar eclipse before the COVID debacle, I guess. And this then forecasts for about 2 or 3 years ahead and influences you through your 4th house, the house of family, the house of home, the house of your father, the house of your heritage, your homeland, your ancestry. That is the area of your chart that will be influenced by what is this radical change forecast by the solar eclipse in Aries. So, that said, we now know what area of the chart, of your chart, we're going to focus in on for the rest of the reading as well. And let me shuffle just a little bit here and mention to you also that another change that I'm implementing is that I'm going to turn my Patreon page, a Patreon family, into a Bitcoin university, a Bitcoin academy. You know, I used to be when I lived in Hawaii, I had a surfing school for about 9 years. I taught surfing. And I used to call that the West Maui Surfing Academy. And so I might call this Ava's Tarot Academy in honor of Lahaina, the town in which I had that school, that has subsequently burned to the ground. And so I might honor that period in my life by naming this the Tarot Academy at Patreon. So I'll let you know when that comes about. I'm going to do it with live broadcasts so that you can join me. We're going to follow the cosmic journey of the Fool through the major arcana. Once you have a grasp of the meaning of the major arcana, then the rest of the deck is more self-evident. So we'll start there, and I'll let you know. Please, that's why you need to subscribe and share and hit that bell so that you'll be notified when I go live with the Fool. All that said, let's get the cards ready. They've been cut now. All right, I'm excited. I'm excited for you. The first card represents the overall mood or energy of the month of May for you. We have a lot of signs have received this card. The Ace of Pentacles. This forecasts wealth and prosperity, and particularly within the within the house defined as the fourth house, the house of home, family, ancestry, your father. So maybe your father is gifting you some money. Maybe it's an inheritance from your lineage, from your family. It can be a windfall of some sort. It augurs the beginning of a new investment. And it could very well be about investing in real estate because of home and family as that sector that is enlivened, is revolutionized by the solar eclipse. So now we're saying that some rather large sum of money, lump sum of money, is involved in what's going on this month. It's the acquisition of seed money for a new project, a new venture, a new home, or renovations, or the upgrading of something to do with your family. Maybe the giving of gifts, or the receiving of gifts. It just foretells of future growth and material stability. So there you go. That's excellent. Absolutely excellent. In the second position, oh, look at this. In the position of the challenge. You couldn't have a better challenge. I used to call this, when I first started reading on YouTube with my partner, I remember I used to call this the fat and happy card, because he's fat and happy. So perhaps your challenge is not to get too fat, too happy, because this also is a card foretelling prosperity, success, worldly accomplishments, pride of ownership, pride in accomplishment. Again, if this is in the realm of your fourth house of family, home, It's the fulfillment of a wish, a deep wish. It very well might be that the challenge is to use your prosperity towards the giving of pleasure, happiness, joy to those whom you love, and sharing your wealth. But there's a bit of pride also, a kind of maybe showing off, which is understandable. You know, there's pride in accomplishment. I don't think you have much of a challenge, really. This is to use your money to create happiness and joy in your family, in your home, to upgrade again, to make better, to make more beautiful. That's your challenge. And in the position of the unexpected, we have the Seven of Swords. Swords are about the mind. And since I mentioned to you that I used to call the last card the Fat and Happy card, I used to call this the Sneaky, Sneaky card, because it shows someone who is a spy sneaking away some of the swords of his enemy. Doing something behind the scenes, unexpectedly having to be more stealth, to accomplish your goals without being public. This is private, secret action. Maybe it's about keeping a secret, having to keep a secret, being entrusted with a secret. But using guile, using strategic, analytical thinking to achieve your aim. So this is the intellectual work that, again, may not be public or open. Something you're doing to make things more fair, balanced. You see, the spy has taken some of the weapons from his enemy to balance the scale of power. So it's the balancing of the scale of power, but in a way that is not obvious to your opponent. All of that is unexpected. So that's very interesting. Puts a little layer of complexity into the goings-on. And then we end with a major arcana card, Justice. Now, if you have any legal issues this month, then what this augurs is a win, being treated fairly, being balanced and righteous. in the side you take, perhaps on an issue, being on the right side of the law, being on the right side of an issue, having justice can also represent institutions, having to deal with an institution and being treated fairly by that institution. It could be any kind of legal work having to do with perhaps that purchase that you're making, or the monies that you're receiving, or the plans, the secret plans that you're putting into action. Any of this is possible, but you're perhaps even adjudicating something, judging something, having to be totally impartial in that judgment. That might be as well. But all in all, it's going to be an extremely interesting month for you, where basically the universe is on your side and will support and boost your ability to manifest your goals and your dreams. That is May for you, Capricorn. And I want to thank you so much for coming to the reading and returning. I would appreciate if you would help me. I've been away for 6 months or so, and so I've lost a lot of ground. And I wonder if you could help by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and hitting the notification bell when I do my first lecture live on the major arcana. We're going to start with the Fool. So if you would like a personal reading from me, you can go to grandcentralhealing.com, where you'll find all the readings that I have available for you in the shop on that site. And I want to thank you again. Thank you for welcoming me back. I love you all. Namaste. I'll see you next month.